This is the South Pacific Adventist News. I'm David Gibbons. The Adventist Church is sponsoring a conference for Aboriginal women to address concerns such as alcohol-fueled child abuse. The conference in August near Uluru has been planned for 6 months. It will establish a network to help Indigenous women across Australia. Guest speaker is Dr. Ella Simmons, the first female Vice President of the Worldwide Adventist Church. 300 women will attend, discussing solutions to issues like domestic violence, substance abuse and health.
I believe that this has exciting possibilities to help these women realise their potential and to be empowered to be the women that God has designed for them to be.
The future of the Adventist Church's college in Fiji is in doubt following a Suva High Court ruling this past week. Justice Philomone Jitoko ruled that the 40 hectares leased by the Fulton College since 1940 should be returned to the landowners. Principal Tony Hayes said that whilst this decision poses a threat to the important role of the college, it also provides exciting opportunities. 226 students are enrolled at Fulton, which services many countries including Tonga, Samoa, Tahiti and the Solomon Islands. Church leaders met this week to examine the future of the college, which trains pastors and teachers. An Adventist organised meeting in South Australia is featured in the Medical Journal of Australia. The international conference, organised by Dr. Marek Jantos, showed the connection between health and prayer.
There is lots of evidence showing that there are health benefits to be derived from a good prayer life, both for the persons who are prayed for and those who are praying.
Over 500 health professionals attended the conference sponsored by Adventist Health. The next conference will be held in August in Adelaide and will feature Professor Harold Kooning. He comes from Loma Linda University in the United States and is a world authority and researcher on linking spirituality to health.
And we are anticipating that again this year we will have a similar number, drawing interest from overseas and from all over the country.
After 2 months on the air, the Adventist television program It Is Written has almost doubled its Australian audience. Normally, television stations don't want to broadcast religious programming because it turns people away from the station. But It Is Written is actually attracting more viewers to Channel 7 and it's winning its time slot. In its first 2 weeks, the show averaged 33,000 viewers, but within 4 weeks, it had almost doubled its audience to 62,000. It Is Written now has the largest audience of any religious program on Australian television. Negotiations are underway to also broadcast the program on television in New Zealand, Fiji and Papua New Guinea. An audio recording of the Adventist Church's weekly adult Bible study guide is now available on the internet. 1,655 downloads have been registered in just the first 3 weeks of the service. It's one of the biggest innovations in the 154-year history of the study guides. Now joggers can listen to the weekly lesson with an iPod whilst they exercise, and commuters can listen when driving to the shops or to work.
With our podcasting program, we can provide content to these people now, and it's proving to be very popular because we get hundreds of downloads each week of these files.
The Adventist Church in the South Pacific is the first region in the world to make the lesson in MP3 sound files. To download it, go to iTunes on the internet and type in Sabbath School Lesson. And finally, these are the stories to look forward to in this week's record. A Signs magazine convert plants a new church. A senior church leader says that the recent Australian census reveals that there is a loss of church members. Youth leaders from the church's headquarters in the USA are looking for songwriters. And there's an inside view on how one country congregation grew their church after receiving news that their resident pastor would be leaving. I'm David Gibbons. Thank you for watching Adventist News.